play because he is a bad man when it comes to ones. Everybody will jumping on into the match. This is elimination side, so of course whoever loses is totally knocked out. Godly going to be here on the Fate, Orb, and Scythe.
Yeah, Godly playing quite a bit of the Fate here. Big preference for our players because of the high force. Mounir, on the other hand, starting with the Taros, opening up that falling Nair, gets the scoop, gonna look for the landing there from Godly. Several Nairs coming out, and Godly reversals right away. Falling side air. Mounir with the Stomp there will switch over onto the Axe just to grab the hammer back. Keeping that prime Stomp pivot scoop into the Nair, takes the first stock in 30 seconds.
The spacing on the neutral is huge. That move is huge, and just like that, Godly gonna be losing his first stock off the top and down quite a bit in damage. And let me tell you, there is nobody that is able to pile on damage faster than Talos. It takes 2 hits, 3 hits, and then you're all the way in the yellow already.
Falling side air from Godly. What else has he got? He's got to get Mounir even more damage here. Mounir with these Stomp side airs are basically tripling the damage that Godly's dealing with him with the Scythe. Stomp missed again. Weapon throw and a gravity cancel sidelight. Godly pick up the orb. Now gravity cancel. Ensig not going to get Godly just yet, but Mounir showing that he's looking for it.
Oh, he's looking for it
Godly
again.
Spot dodge, sares it.
Wow.
So brave on the edge guard there too, and maybe that's enough to make Mounir stop doing it, unless Mounir manages to make it back.
He made it back for just a second, but the D-Light is going to be more than enough to take that stock. But Godly is down a lot in damage. Mounir on Hammer, he just needs that Stomp. So on Axe, he's going to need a couple of hits, and N-Light, perhaps a recovery. We'll see what it's going to be. Sidelight neutrally, jumping back down, waiting for Godly's defensive option. The N-Light whiffs. The second one is going to be able to connect. Godly in a bad position off stage, and Mounir just deciding to toss his weapon away.
Yeah, I thought he would go for like a dash jump, ground pound, anything like that. Went for the weapon throw, expecting the dodge up instead. Now Godly's come off stage, grabs the jump, has several dares in a row. Gets the ground pound, touches the ground, and okay, Mounir goes for the weapon throw instead of the recovery. Godly manages to pick up a weapon out of that situation, denies Mounir from the second one, but Mounir kicks him away. Gravity cancels the other way to feint him out, and now the recovery, but Godly landing with the side air. Both players just going hit for hit. Mounir goes for the down sig, and that's easily punished by Godly.
Yeah, big opening for Godly now. He's able to get the down air into the weapon toss. That's going to be the down air. That is going to be the stock. All of that was because Mounir with that D-Sig. Godly was able to convert that, and now he has the stock up. He is quite a bit behind in damage though, so anything is going to KO him at this point, but let's see how much extra credit he's going to be putting on.
Yeah, Stomp's coming through, looking for the down air. Godly catches him out of the air. It might not be much, Dara, if he gets caught by that, but no, manages to make it back. N-Light will send him flying. Mounir evens it up 1-1, and now this is where we have to find out if Godly can get Mounir off stage or not. So far, I'd say Mounir's been looking weak off stage, been going for a little bit premature weapon throws where he could be going for grapple hammer recoveries instead to reversal Godly off the bottom of the stage. There's one, doesn't get the nair right afterwards, but the Stomp scoop will follow right afterwards, and now Godly in orange.
Neutral into neutral, not going to be able to connect though. He whiffs that side stick. That is a huge opening for Godly. He's backing up. He is trying to take advantage of Mounir's aggression. He just wants him to whiff in his face. That neutral calling him out. That KO's off the top. I saw your face. You didn't think that that would KO.
Oh, I did not. I did not.
Yeah, that was
strong. Like Stomp's air just hit, and I was like, okay, it's a falling nair.
Yeah.
What could it
possibly do?
I really did feel like it was going to be nair and a nair, but no, Godly was just at the right damage. Mounir knowing that there. We see the nair off the top at the beginning, and that's how we're going to see it at the end of these highlights. Godly with a great edge guard there, though. There was a lot of moments where Godly very confidently called out Mounir's signatures in the corner, dodging 2 N6s in a row to take the stock, dodging the down sig on the right-hand side to get the stock as well. But Mounir is still coming out on top after all of that, and Godly is going to be forced onto the Petra here.
The Petra,
High Force Orb still sticking around, but the gauntlets are coming out here to have Shades of Mordex into game number 2.
I guess he just didn't feel that good about the Scythe food. Whatever the reason, Godly with the Legend switch going into this game too. Mounir able to get that N-Light. Okay, he has him at the edge of the stage. He's looking for the GC Ensig. He wants to be able to get the immediate spike, the cheese. He's not able to get it this time around though. I
wonder if Godly's second guessing whether or not he wants Roman Reigns on that desert island right now because he is having difficulty playing ball at the same time. Because he Stomps air. No, okay, Stomps air does not connect. Nair comes through. Let's see if Mounir can get the edge guard here. Dash forward, dash back, dash jump, ground pound could do it. Stomp Sair, great patience.
Wow.
And what a punish on Godly Sair to the stage.
Going to be catching him up so high, and I feel like for every hit that Godly is getting onto Mounir, he's not able to get those extended strings to be able to match Terras's damage output that he's just able to get off of a couple of hits. He's not getting the leads that he's looking for. He's just getting 1 hit, 2 hits at a time, and if you're doing that against such a high force legend, I mean, you are going to really quickly fall behind.
Mounir now landing to the stage, gets hit by that down air, and Godly gets a sidelight side air. Okay, edgeguard here could go for the weapon throw, could go for one more falling Sair, but doesn't fall off the side of the stage. Instead stays grounded. And because of that, Mounir is going to have a few more hits to play with. Okay, that's a big punish.
Yeah,
Endlight on
Godly,
that
he's just
Ensig.
been going through these immediate options, the immediate slide off side light. The Ensig is going to be connecting. Godly just has to eat that weapon toss. Wow, is he going to be able to make it back? The neutral is almost connected. If it did, he would have been able to chase dodge up, but that is just Mounir with a ground pound. Godly down 3 stocks to 1 at the moment, but what is he going to have to do here?
What do we see in game 3 is what I'm wondering. Okay, ground pound comes through. If he took any other damage,
Not game 2 yet. We're still in game 2.
Would have written it out. We're going to find out how this plays here. But so far, Godly's been struggling. The signature's not connecting. Mounir's connecting with Ensig. Other attacks. Oh, God, all axe hits so far.
Okay,
Ground pound
big
hits,
string,
this could
ground
be it.
pound. He's able to avoid the weapon toss. It's continuing. The dodge was so huge, but Mounir is still going to be able to connect that D-Light. Godly coming back up with the recovery. Mounir with the GC D-Light recovery as well. Godly is going in, and he is finding everything but the optimal punish on that
Ensig
whipped
here.
side light.
No, okay, does not fall off the stage. Could go for stomp sider or stomp recovery. Okay, Godly puts out the side fake in the corner, basically saying, "I want to go next." I don't know what we were thinking there, but Mounir ready to defend.
Every single one of his options on opponent got punished. I'm thinking about that that side light. I'm thinking about that end sig. I'm thinking about that side sig at the end.
Sig. Yeah, it was all the left-hand side, wasn't it?
Yeah, he is just going for the immediate option, hoping to potentially catch like a jump through Mounir, and instead it is Mounir who just finds the punish again and again.
That jumping side air was covering Mounir, like doing what? Not standing in the corner?
Look how close that neutral was to connecting as well. Oh my gosh, how did that not hit?
God, I mean, Mounir's playing excellently. I wonder if the I was gonna say Godly has an Asuri that he's played quite a bit. So I'm wondering if he wanted to change his playstyle so much, but he wants to play the orb. So here we go. We've got Fate in game number 3.
But let me tell
we're
you
on
something.
the verge of having 3 3-0s in a row.
Mounir, as a player, I think is somebody who opens off really strong. Godly, in my experience, has been a better set player. He gets better at adapting as a set goes on. So maybe we could be seeing the start of something, or this is just going to be a 3-0 for Mounir. We'll have to find out. But he's still in the first stock. He's trying to get those juggles going. He's able to get the recovery as well. Looking to call out another jump here, but the downer, it scoops him, knocks the weapon away. Stomp Sally, that is probably going to be the stock unless Godly, nope, nothing. Wow.
Mounir not even waiting to play the mix-up on the ledge. Just goes out there to meet him halfway. Downlight side air, strong enough to knock him off the left side of the stage. It has been destruction from Mounir here on the Teros. Godly going back over to the side, hits an end like it's the Nair. Fate, the unfortunate part with Fate is that like you don't have as much reliable signatures as you would on Petra, but let's face it, Godly wasn't hitting those signatures on Petra anyways, so let's see what he can be able to do with the side. Strong hit of side light, not going to knock out. And he switches over to orb, side light sider, that will get it, and it's evened up 2-2.
Completely even. He did not let Mounir take any damage on that second stock. This is looking totally even. Let's see what Godly's able to do. The fresh one. Neutrally not going to convert into the recovery. Mounir always going for the immediate dodges after the neutrally. Let's see if Godly capitalizes.
Was hoping that was going to be a wake-up Nair. Went for side air instead, and Mounir was able to reversal the downlight on the landings. They're getting caught now too, but that's a good down air. Godly not going to take it any further though. And Mounir manages to make it back to stage.
It's just piece by piece. The downer coming through again. He goes for the ground pound. He puts himself out there. Mounir just going to be switching up the weapon, opting for the hammer. Huge downer again, jumping back on, whiffing the end sig, but Godly too far back to be able to get the D-Light punish of his dreams.
Yeah. He just inconveniently chose the dash back there as Mounir end-sigged and lost a chance for a downlight into an edge guard. Mounir slide charging the end-sig, knowing the all slip was at 2 exclamation points out of 3. Nair recovery not going to come through. Gets the end-sig instead.
Amazing. Goes out there for the sale. The GCD Light ground pound. He's able to connect it. He's able to get another stock off of a GCD Light. Godly was able to reverse the situation. That could have been his stock. The hold on the ground pound as well. Godly, how do you close?
Oh, dare, downlight. That's so much damage to Nair. Ground pound tries to avoid it, but now Godly has taken so much from Mounir's axe. Weapon thrown to pick up Dare. Not going to connect, but Godly disarms himself. Gets hit by the end light, and I think this is going to be it, Dara. Recovery not going to hit. The neutral comes through. Godly needs a miracle here on Fate.
And let me tell you, Scythe is a weapon that is capable of miracles. You need that one dodge read off stage. Remember, Mounir is immediately dodging out of neutralers and out of downers, but when you eat an end light like that, when you're off stage, when you got to get back on, what is Godly going to be able to do here? Okay, he's waiting out the dodge. He's able to scout out the landing. He eats the sail. Is that going to be it? Yes, it will. Mounir 3-0ing Godly, and Godly is gone. He is eliminated.
Mounir's come a long way. That was an excellent 3-0 there, right? And I think a year ago, anyone calling a victory over Godly like that for Mounir would have been called crazy. But that is just how well he is playing this weekend. I was watching his set against Lores, who, by the way, Lores is in winners finals, and they had played the most aggressive back and forth that I'd ever seen. He got robbed out of being able to go to a game 5, in my opinion, from a few unfortunate interactions. Last stock in game